Coming up on DITV, confusion at Catlett. We'll break down what happened after a hawk alert was sent out to students.
And later, a new club on campus is giving women in finance a place to come together.
In sports, an update from Iowa's wrestling coach regarding the eligibility of a returning All-American.
And we'll take a look at a couple of Hawkeye football players making an impact on offense.
Today we'll be seeing some sun, but don't be fooled, it's not sticking around. I'll tell you more on weather.
Wednesday morning edition of DITV.
Don't go anywhere. DITV starts right now.
Good morning and thank you for tuning in. I'm Bo Bowman.
And I'm Kaylin Cluck. Confusing messages were sent out last night to University of Iowa students about an armed man on campus.
Around 8:15, students received a hawk alert that said an older man was seen on the 3rd floor of the Catlett Residence Hall carrying a knife.
Police officers were at the residence hall until about 8:30. Another hawk alert was sent out around 8:45, correcting the original message, stating the man was seen outside of an entrance to Catlett that leads to the 3rd floor.
This is a developing story, and we'll keep you updated as information is released.
Well, Bo, the rain was pretty bad yesterday, and I basically saw students swimming to class.
That's right. And Iowa City might have the potential for some flooding. Let's toss it over to Samantha Alstwick in our weather studio with more.
Well, you're both right. It was pretty bad yesterday around downtown, and we definitely saw some flash flooding. But the streets were mostly clear later in that night. The bigger issue is in Cedar Rapids. The Cedar River is continuing to rise, and yesterday the city increased the crest levels. Sandbags have been placed, and some roads are closed for right now. Officials are hoping that the water will be below the flood stage by this afternoon. We'll keep you updated if that flood threat continues, and I'll be back with your local weather later. Guys, back to you at the desk.
As the gubernatorial race is heating up in Iowa, libertarians are feeling left out of the conversation. Daily Iowan politics reporter Isabella Seno has more. Isabella, good morning.
Thanks, Kaylin. Good morning.
So, Isabella, first of all, what debates have been scheduled for the gubernatorial election so far?
So far, 3 debates have been scheduled for the gubernatorial election, each sponsored by different news organizations across the state. The first of these debates is coming up on October 10th in Des Moines, and it has been co-sponsored by KCCI and the Des Moines Register.
And so why are libertarians upset about these debates?
Well, they're upset because the Libertarian candidate for governor, Jake Porter, has not been included in any of the 3 debates. In 2016, the Libertarian Party gained ballot-eligible status, putting it in the same legal bucket as the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. However, in order to maintain that status, Porter must receive 2% or more of the vote in the gubernatorial election. With his absence from the debates, there is concern in the party that this 2% minimum will not be reached, and the party will be returned back to third-party status.
And then what have the debate organizers said about keeping Porter out of the debates?
So far, both KCCI and the Des Moines Register have stated that Porter does not meet certain criteria for inclusion in the debates. However, the full list of criteria has not been released. In a September 12th letter from Brian Sather, KCCI General Manager and President, to Porter, some but not all of the standards were listed, including overall candidate viability, past political involvement, and financial contributions to the campaign. Beyond the September 12th letter, neither KCCI nor the Des Moines Register have offered additional comment or explanation. For continuing coverage heading into the midterm election, be sure to follow the Daily Iowan.
Isabella Seno in the newsroom, thank you.
UI students may be seeing a slight increase in their tuition as part of a plan to raise participation in study abroad programs. The UI has suggested adding a new fee for students. The plan includes an additional $15 fee onto students' tuition to fund study abroad scholarships. Many students say the cost of airfare is their biggest reason for not participating in these programs. Organizers hope the fee will encourage more students to study abroad.
Women in Finance will soon have a new club on campus. Invest Her is a group for women in the Tippy College of Business with an interest in finance. The group's founders say they have noticed a lack of women in many of their classes or business events, and that's something they want to change. They hope that the club will help promote leadership roles for women in the world of finance. Invest Her was officially approved as a student organization on September 5th, and the organizers are excited to get started.
As midterm elections approach in November, we here at DITV want to keep you informed on the candidates in Iowa.
That's right, and every day this week, we will be bringing you a profile on a new candidate.
Starting us off in the newsroom is DITV news reporter Susanna Closter. Susanna, good morning.
Good morning, Bo. Today we are introducing candidate Dave Loebsack, who is running for Iowa's 2nd District congressional seat in the November general election. Loebsack was born and raised in Sioux City, Iowa by a single mother. In striving to bring himself out of poverty, he attended Iowa State University for both his bachelor's and master's degrees, and then attended University of California, Davis for his PhD. Loebsack is a member of the Democratic Party and has served 6 terms in the U.S. House of Representatives and Iowa's 2nd District since 2007.
That's the issue of opportunity. We had other things going on at that time, the Iraq War, for example, and we really had it was an election where people were wanting a change, and I was a part of that change. I think I was a change agent because of the nature of my district. I've had to fight a lot for rural folks, and then when my district changed from 15 to 24 counties. So that's a big part of what I do, and I cross the aisle on a regular basis to partner with Republican House members from rural districts.
The incumbent is a known advocate for job creation and education. Be sure to stay up to date with the candidates and election results with DITV.
And Bo, I found out the hard way that yesterday was a really bad day to forget an umbrella.
Yeah, that's right. Definitely wouldn't want to be caught out in a storm like that. Let's toss it over to Samantha Ostwick in our weather studio to see if we'll be seeing more of that today.
Yeah, guys, well, today's going to be a beautiful day with sunny skies and a high temperature of 65 degrees. The winds are expected to be strong at roughly 15 to 20 miles per hour, which can make it feel colder outside than it actually is. As the night comes, there will be a clear sky and a low of 45 degrees. Looking at the rest of the week, Thursday will be a mix of some sunshine and clouds throughout the day, with our highest temperature of the week at 70 degrees and dropping to a 43 degrees in the evening. Friday will bring a considerable amount of clouds with temperatures in the mid-60s and a low in the mid-40s with a 20% chance of rain. As the weekend arrives, we still have a high chance of rain Saturday. There's a 60% chance of scattered thunderstorms with a cool temperature in the mid-50s and a low in the mid-40s. And Sunday, our chance of rain drops down to 30% with isolated thunderstorms developing later in the day, with temperatures in the low 60s. Sunday night has a 60% chance of scattered thunderstorms and a temperature in the mid-50s. So let's try to enjoy this day of sunshine. And guys, back to you at the desk.
It may seem like allergy season is upon us, but the coughing and sneezing may be from a different cause. Flu season is right around the corner, and DITV reporter Jahisha Thomas has the story.
Unfortunately, it's flu season, which means it's time to head over to the Student Health and Wellness in West Lawn to learn more about how to protect ourselves and others from this silent force. Who better than Quality and Safety Improvement Director Lisa James to educate us on the safety precautions students should take before it sweeps through our campus?
So for students to be proactive and get a flu shot, that's the very best thing they can do to stay well this flu season. You can do lots of behavioral things like wash your hands, try to stay away from sick people, and cover your coughs and all that, but you're invariably going to be exposed to flu. So the best defense of all is to get a flu shot, which really ups your chances of staying healthy during the flu season.
So I decided to hit the Iowa streets to get the students' perspective on this oncoming flu season. So, sir, have you gotten your flu shot taken yet?
No, I haven't.
So, sir, do you know that it's flu shot season already?
I do, actually.
Okay, so have you got your flu shot yet?
No, I don't do flu shots.
Interesting take. Seeing you are on the team, does it concern you at all about how close you are with so many people, the spread of it?
Yeah, as a student athlete, I kind of have to have my body in tip-top shape and having the flu can jeopardize that. Of course, I plan on getting it. I don't want to take any risks.
Fantastic. Thank you again. So make sure you get ahead of the game and get vaccinated as soon as possible. Reporting from the Student Health and Wellness, this is Jahisha Thomas with DITV.
And Bo, Hawkeye football had a difficult weekend, but there's also some difficult news in the world of wrestling.
That's right. Let's toss it over to Delaney and John in the sports studio to find out whether or not an Iowa wrestler will be able to compete at the beginning of the season. Guys?
Yeah, that's right. Delaney, we got news that one Iowa wrestler will be suspended for the first dual meet of the season.
Earlier this summer, All-American heavyweight Sam Stoll was charged with a false report to public entity after he was shot in the knee.
Stoll lied to the police to protect the friend who shot him.
Tom Brands announced at the Davenport event that Stoll will be suspended for the first duels of the season against Kent State and Cal State Bakersfield.
He'll likely be replaced by either Aaron Costello or Stephen Holloway.
Stoll placed 5th at the NCAA Wrestling Championship back in March. So far this season, the Iowa offense has been riding the coattails of 2 of their tight ends.
Yeah, they sure have. We have Taylor Van Fleet in the Big Board studio with more.
Heading into the 2018 college football season, all eyes were on Hawkeye tight ends Noah Fant and TJ Hawkinson. We're 4 weeks into the season, and these guys have definitely lived up to the hype. With a young and relatively inexperienced Iowa receiving corps, the offense needs these tight ends to step up in big moments, and that's exactly what they've done. They are both leading the team in receiving yards, TJ Hawkinson with 238 and Noah Fant with 169. And Noah Fant is leading the team in touchdowns with 4 already on the season. And both of these guys had huge nights in that tough loss to Wisconsin. I know you all remember this play. Here's Nate Stanley trying to find an open receiver. Finds one of his main guys, TJ Hawkinson, all the way downfield and gives him a little point and fires this beautiful 46-yard pass. Hawkinson is able to beat that coverage and hold on to the play that would eventually set up Iowa's first touchdown of the game. He would finish with a game-high 125 yards on the night. And Noah Fant also came up big in this one. We wouldn't expect anything less. The 6'5" junior had just 29 receiving yards on the night, but those yards felt like they were worth a lot more as he scored 2 crucial touchdowns to give the Hawks a chance to win. We all know how that ended, but that's not the point. The point is, the Hawks have 2 of the best tight ends in the country, and you're going to want to keep an eye out for them as the season rolls on. Guys in the studio, back to you.
In other news, Iowa soccer continued big-time play this weekend when they took on Indiana on Sunday.
Yeah, they did. After getting out to an early 1-goal lead, Iowa gave up 1 to the Hoosiers. But the Hawks didn't let that slow them down as Natalie Winters found Rose Ripslinger to keep attacking to take a 2-1 lead.
Iowa's defense was a consistent factor throughout the game to help the Hawks come away with a win and 3 points in the Big Ten standings. Coach Dave Diani has more following Sunday's 3-1 victory.
Soccer and just not getting results, and we were able to get a point on Friday with Purdue, and then to get these 3 points was really important for our group to build momentum and build.
We'll see you tomorrow back here in the sports studio. That's all for now. Over to Bo and Kaylin back at the desk.
And that's all we have for you on this Wednesday morning edition of DITV.
For DITV, I'm Kaylin Cluck.
And I'm Bo Bowen. We'll see you back here tomorrow, same time, same place.